calories tend to make up the majority of people's results in terms of fitness goals. Because I think, I guess the most popular goal that people have is weight loss and fat loss. So managing your calories effectively is going to help you, create that change that you want to make. And the macronutrients, when totaled together, when put together, protein, carbs, and fats, they equal your daily calories. So that's why this stuff is so important to know. But even if you want to remain weight stable, it's still important to understand how your calories come together to help you do that. Or if you want to build muscle, you need to it tends to be the case that you need to maybe eat a bit more calories and be in a calorie surplus so that you can give your body everything it needs and then some to repair muscle tissue, grow new muscle, and do that sort of thing. So calories are really, really important. Your macronutrients are what create the total calorie allotment of any meal or, across an entire day. For that entire day, how many calories you eat. Well, if you break it down to the next level, it's because of the macronutrient breakdown of those meals that you eat. So if you can master your macros, if you can know how to count your macronutrients, tally them up, and also understand how they will influence the goals that you have, it's going to allow you to master your diet. So I'm a really big believer in a flexible approach. I'm really not a big fan of like a specific approach. Normally, if there's a diet out there that has a name to it, I'm probably not going to be a fan. And that's not to say it can't work for you or that you shouldn't try it. I think you should definitely try anything that seems like it may resonate with you or it's calling you. But at the end of the day, I notice, having worked with clients for years and years now, that a flexible approach that allows you to manage this stuff, manage your macronutrients, manage your calories, but do so in a way that allows you to have some flexibility and allows you to have some indulgences here and there while, at the same time, probably eating mostly whole, nutritious foods. So I don't think that there should ever be any foods that are off limits. I think that when you do that, when you restrict or when you eliminate different food groups or types of foods, it tends to create a diet that's not sustainable. It's hard to adhere to. So I like the flexible approach because it doesn't put anything off the table, quite literally, and that can help you maybe diet for longer or build a diet for yourself that is effective long term because you're able to not only eat the foods that are whole and nutritious and going to work you in the right direction, but continue to work in the right direction by enjoying some of those indulgences as well. I want to map out some very important need-to-know information for you. If you're not familiar with this, you need to write it down or you need to jot it into the notes on your phone, whatever you got to do to remember this. I'm going to start here with some very, very important basic information about your macronutrients. And this basic information that I'm about to drop on you is really impactful. This is what I'm going to tell you is going to help you understand how your daily calories are added up, how they come together every single day, okay? Each one of the macronutrients, protein, carbohydrates, fats, and alcohol, each one of them per gram comes with a certain amount of calories. So I'm going to tell you what 1 gram of each of these equals in calories. For protein, 1 gram of protein is equal to 4 calories. So if you think you have a meal that has 20 grams of protein in it, then 80 calories in that meal are coming from protein, okay? Just a simple way to add that up. Carbohydrates are in fact exactly the same as protein. 1 gram of carbohydrates is equal to 4 calories. So same thing. If you have 20 grams of carbs in something that you eat, 80 calories of that meal are going to be coming from carbohydrates. Number 3, fats. So 1 gram of fat is equal to 9 calories. So foods that are high in fat are much more calorie dense. Okay, that's an important thing to understand. This does not mean that fat is bad. It just means that fat is something to pay attention to and be aware of, that high fat foods tend to have high calories because 1 gram of fat is equal to 9 calories. And finally, alcohol. Alcohol is the fourth macronutrient. It's not one that we focus on most of the time because, to be quite honest with you, you should not be getting a majority of your calories from alcohol. But it does play a role. And I'm sure you know, if you're a beer drinker or wine drinker, or you like liquor, it comes with calories, right? 1 gram of alcohol is equal to 7 calories, okay? Those are the 4 macronutrients, and that's how many calories come with 1 gram of each of them, all right? Really, really important for you to understand. Now, why does this happen? Why do a certain amount of calories come with 1 gram of each of these things? Well, calories, and this is another important piece of basic need-to-know information, a calorie is a unit of energy. So foods that have protein, carbohydrates, fats, and or alcohol, those foods have a certain amount of calories, which is a certain amount of energy that you are consuming. At the end of the day, your body processes and digests these foods with these macronutrients, and the output of it is it gives your body energy. Now, there are lots of other nutrients out there that I'm sure you're aware of that don't come with energy, which is why they don't factor into the calorie count of the meals that you eat. So if you look at any of the other nutrients that are in a nutrition facts label, they're there, they're present, but they do not give your body energy, which is why they are not macronutrients. Those would be considered micronutrients, okay? We're focusing on macronutrients because I really think the vast majority of people need to know this stuff, need to understand this stuff so that you can manage your calories, which tends to help you manage your body weight, manage your health, manage your fitness goals moving forward, okay? So that's very, very important information. Run through it one more time. 1 gram of protein is equal to 4 calories. 1 gram of carbohydrates is equal to 4 calories. 1 gram of fat is equal to 9 calories. And 1 gram of alcohol is equal to 7 calories, okay? And again, a calorie is a unit of energy. So the calories that you eat are energy in. And I'm sure you've heard this before, that like weight loss, weight gain, how this stuff works, it's about energy in and energy out at the end of the day, right? So if you're eating more calories than you're expending, than you're burning, you are going to be in a calorie surplus, and it's going to cause you to gain weight. You will put on body fat. Now, if you're eating fewer calories than your body burns, you will be putting yourself in a calorie deficit, which means your body's going to need to oxidize mostly fat mass and some other tissue in your body that, in essence, your body has to search for additional energy within itself to be able to get you through the day, which is how fat loss occurs and how weight loss occurs.